All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Codex Station's After Dark Comics Unleashed. I'm your host tonight, Slab Guy. Joining me right there is Uncle Gary, the Ric Flair of comics.
Woo!
And down below, the man from Instagram, Dan the Art Kelly.
Hey
Hey,
Pam,
Pam.
good
Sorry
to
we're running a
see
little
you.
bit late. We
A
had
little
some
late.
some
Yeah,
stuff we had to sort out.
We had
what's
the
up,
business. We were doing business.
We were doing some
yeah,
business.
got some, got family stuff to go through. So, as much as we love comics,
Real life,
sometimes there
real
are
life gets in
things
the way.
that, there are things
Take
that are a
precedence.
little bit above that. Yeah, take precedence.
Yep,
Like me,
exactly.
I'm out of beer. I got to go run up and grab another one when we run
Go
the.
grab another one. We'll go ahead and fill them in on a little bit while you're grabbing another beer there. This is as an FYI, Tim the Terrible. He is taking a hiatus for a little bit because of family stuff he needs to take care of. We wish him the best. We are here for
Yep.
you, brother. We love you, and reach out when you need it. But come back to us whenever you can. All right.
And he'll jump in the chat here and there, but he is not gone. He is just
Just
on hiatus. So he's, and Sal or Jamie didn't suspend him. He's doing
I
fine.
would never suspend Tim.
No, and Tim said to just let everybody know he hit the lottery, and when he runs out of hookers and blow, he'll be back.
That's right.
As
Exactly.
as I said, Tim is not here at the moment, but he'll be back in a few months as Tammy.
And
And we are all
supportive. We're supportive of that.
excited
Yes.
about it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you guys, but for my polls this week, I have actually read almost all of them. I've read all but four of the books I got. I've actually read so far.
I am halfway through mine.
Haven't touched mine at all. I've got so much stuff we're dealing with this weekend in preparation of Thanksgiving as well. So
What's
You
up,
need help
Chris?
stuffing your
What's up,
bird?
Keith?
yeah.
Sal,
Hey, Mr.
Sal, you
Keith.
need help stuffing your bird?
No, I can stuff the bird fully on my
Stuff your
own.
bird
Thank
on
you.
your own?
You
Okay.
got
That's
the
right.
boss here?
He's blowing hookers. Yeah.
There are worse things to do.
That's funny. That is funny.
Chris, I was getting ready to text you. Look at you staying up like a big boy, like a teenager.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. All right. So do you want to grab that beer, or you want to go ahead and tell
I'll wait
everybody?
for the I'll wait for the titles to go so I can.
Yep.
All right then. All right
And
then.
Chris, let me tell Chris something. Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
and reach out to Tim. He'd love to hear from you. Just reach out and tell him you're thinking about him, buddy. So
Yeah. Absolutely.
Tim's got some family issues that are he's being the man about. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, like I said, I'm your host tonight, Sal's Lab Guy. When I'm not here on Codex, find me on YouTube under Sal's Comic Corner or on Instagram when this guy down there allows me to be on Instagram as the Slab Guy 77. Speaking of the guy down there below, he's got his big boy pants on. All right, Chris. Welcome to adulthood.
I'm just happy he's got pants on.
I know. Me too. Me
His
too.
big boy's pants and his Spider-Man underoos.
I admire the Spider-Man underoos. That's perfectly fine.
Well,
If you had Venom underoos, it'd be even better.
I've got giant sized man thing underoos.
All right, down below is Dan the Man Kelly. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, you guys know the spiel. Check me out on Instagram at Dan Kelly Art. What am I at now? I'm at 800.
Ooh,
800. I got
800.
882 followers.
Ooh, nice.
So I got a little over a month to get 118. So tell all of your friends and family members to.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Brett Favre.
Wow.
So go give me a follow. Tell your friends and family too as well. Let's see if I can get over 1,000 by the end of the year, or at least crack 900.
Chris, you got a wide angle lens for that thing, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris
You have to zoom in.
Like Brett Favre.
Well, yeah, let's get Dan to 1,000. What we say, drag that big D across the line.
Get that big D across that line, baby.
Yeah, get him across the line. Get him to 1,000. Get him to $1,000.
All right, then Dan, you want to talk about this guy right here?
You know what? I'll let you do it tonight.
Oh, all right. Well, what can I say? This is the man, the master of the squared circle, the Rolex wearing, diamond wearing, jet setting, Man, I can't remember that whole spiel. He is the Ric Flair of comics, the
Woo!
master of the library of comics, which you can see just a partial right behind you.
That's right.
It's Uncle Gary.
You know what you see behind you? That's just the tip, baby.
That's just the tip.
It's just the tip.
Oops. Where can they find you, Gary?
Just the tip, Lana.
Just the tip, baby.
Just the tip.
Comic Logic, Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic book store. Please come in and see us if you're in the Northern Virginia area. We would love to make your acquaintance. You can see me. You can see Rob Kalin, our principal owner. You can see Mighty Mike Harbor there. Shout out to Mike, who's recovering from a procedure. And it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, Mike.
That's right. Happy birthday, Mike.
As I said in my birthday post from him, the procedure he had, I didn't really think he needed that lobotomy. But, that's my opinion. And honestly, it didn't work for me either. So it didn't help me any at all when I had mine. So,
and like I said in my post, happy birthday. If you were a dog, you'd be dead now.
Yeah, that is damn right. That is damn right. So, Mike, happy birthday, brother. Love you. So,
Richard.
See us. You can see us Comic Logic every Wednesday, getting our weekly fix.
What's up, Boo?
Buying comic books, building muscles because we're lifting all those comics, lifting all those long boxes. Comic books make you strong. Working a few push-ups too. Also, oh man, I've dropped the ball again today because I didn't put a cover. Comic character of the week, comic character of the day. I'm sorry, comic character of the day are the great site started by our good buddy Archduke Kevy. He started that site, and that's the reason we are all acquainted. Most days I do a cover of the day. Today I've been really busy and really bad, and I just now realize at the 11 o'clock hour that I didn't do a cover of the day. Dan,
literally at the 11th hour.
At the 11th hour, Dan always does the random panel of the day and the question of the day because he has these things loaded a year in advance. So, damn, Chris! Wow. Well, Chris, that's there's nothing to be said for that. Wow. Yep. Sometimes less is more, and evidently that is less. So just give that site a good look. We're always. Yes. It's a great site to, by Dan Kelly Art. It's a great site. It's where we became acquainted, and it's the reason that you see us today. So for good or for ill, that site is the reason. Much love, Archduke Kevin. Now
it's his fault.
Yeah, it's his fault. It is his fault. So look, we talked about me. We talked about Dan. Buy that Dan Kelly Art. Talked about me, but the guy, our host over there, that is Sal, the Slab Guy, and he is there. He's in the middle of the place everyone wants to be, the Slabatorium. His favorite things. He started out in the morgue, decided he loved the slabs and the feel of it, and he morphed. He had the morgue, and he had comics and slabs all together, and there he is in the midst of the Slabatorium, where he belongs, and he keeps it. He keeps it very chilled, just like it's the morgue. He's got the temperature turned down to like 36 degrees in there because that's the temperature in the morgue.
Thank you, Talking Geek. Thank you.
Yeah,
it is an awesome group.
Look at it.
It is a great group. So the Sal's, in the Slabatorium is the place that he needs to be and the place that we want him to be. He is the owner, the curator, the caretaker. He is the man. And hostess. It's a wonder we don't see his breath because it's so cold in there.
That's right.
That's right. Sal, every gal's pal.
It's so cold in there that at some point during this show, his lights will fail and turn red.
That's right. They will. Actually, it only happens on Thursdays, I think. For some damn reason.
When it drops below freezing, the red lights come on.
That's right. And it's a warning to, because then I got to reorganize and restack everything and build some more muscles.
That's right.
It's the warning light telling him the outsiders are coming that he has to put pants back on.
Yeah. He
put away my primary weapon?
Yeah, he's pantless, and it's almost below freezing in there. That's how tough he is.
That's right. That is right. It's the beast of no adventure.
You're damn right, Richard. Richard,
you're half right, but we won't say which half.
Richard, you are on point, buddy. The beast as an Avenger is the way to go.
Richard, I checked my CGC today. It officially has your books listed as scheduled for grading.
Woo! There we go. Progress.
They have found the book. They have charged my card. They have refunded Sal's card, which he says they couldn't have charged anyways because It's a
It was
dead card.
Yep.
But whatever, they're just apparently sending money into the ether. Your book is found and scheduled for grading. As soon as I get it, I'll be sending it on the way to you. I'll throw in some extra stuff too, because this has been a ridiculously long wait.
Well, there you go. Makes
All right.
everybody happy. Good job.
There we go. Very good. So,
Yeah,
once again, you can always find us
great.
at the Codex Station, but how can they find us, Gary? What can they do?
Listen, y'all can just tell by looking at us. We have all the socials, and we would love nothing better than to give them to you.
That's right. We're even on Blue Sky now.
Blue Sky.
Gary just walks out there and he sees us right there in the Blue Sky.
They told me the Codex Station was on Blue Sky. So
that's not correct, Chris.
I looked up and I didn't see it. So I looked. I couldn't. So I saw the Blue Sky. I didn't see the Codex Station. So.
It's funny that you said you couldn't see it right when I put up the comment that said it's so cold in there, Sal has an innie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what microscopes are for.
That's not true. That's not true whatsoever. That is not true whatsoever. Chris, you're smoking the wrong. You're smoking the wrong stuff tonight.
Do they know
back
about
to the other stuff?
Do they know about shrinkage?
Yeah, I fear no shrinkage. But let's not talk about shrinkage. Let's talk about heading over to the Codex Station. Go over to thecodexstation.com, get some merch, meet the team, check out our stuff, see our bios, see what stuff that we like, and so much more. So head on over to thecodexstation.com.
And also, I guess is that for Blue Sky, Mr. Keith? That's what you're at.
Oh yeah, we gotta add you to that.
Nothing but blue skies.
I know Jamie's probably in the chat listening. Jamie, add Mr. Keith on Blue Skies for Codex.
I remember when Blue Sky launched. What was it, like 2 years ago? And I remember looking at it and just thinking, I can't do another social media one.
No. I'm not going to do it. I don't know.
And here we are.
Like, I neglect my Twitter so much that I don't need another social media that I can neglect.
Well, at least every year you should go in and have your Twitter checked, though.
You should have it checked.
Yeah, don't neglect your Twitter.
Yep. All right, guys, you ready to kick this show off?
Why not?
Let's do it. All right, folks, we will see you in about 45 seconds to a minute. I'll play the extra long one so that Dan can run and get another beer. And in honor of Tim, it's Space Alien Intro.
There we go.
All right, see you, folks. And there he is. He is back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
With this awesome bottle opener.
Now, he is worthy. He is worthy of the beer.
Yeah, it's got. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually got. Oh no, I'm showing the wrong side.
There you go.
Will that help you get what ails you?
Yep. You get some kind of ale.
It helped get me where I want to be.
This is the Codex Stations, Comics Unleashed After Dark. I'm your host, Sal the Slab Guy. Right there is the Ric Flair Comics. Down below is the man of Instagram, Dan the Kelly Art. How you guys doing?
Well, I'm on my 5th beer of my 6-pack.
Oh, well,
I fully expect to finish the last 2 during this show, so doing all right.
You know what? I hope that's not a bad look for us. He is home. He's not driving. Let's keep that in mind.
He is the Chuggernaut.
Well, there you go.
So, yep. And I got a big stack of comics to show off.
Yep. There we go.
Now he's just bragging.
Now he's bragging, but that's all right.
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts. So there we go.
Uncle Gary, I love the T-shirt. That's awesome.
WKRP first annual Thanksgiving turkey drop. You have to be of a certain age to understand what this shirt means. But if you are, then you know, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. That's right.
I did not know there was such a thing as HeatCon, but Heat is an amazing movie.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Cosplaying as William Fitchner.
right.
Oh, that's good. It'd be funnier if you cosplay as Charlize Theron from it, but
Yeah, well, that's true.
Look, just the scene in the diner where De Niro and Pacino are just.
oh yeah. I mean, that's the first time they ever shared the screen together.
Yeah. Wow.
For Talking Geeks question, it's actually not beer tonight. It is Woodchuck hard cider, which actually has a little bit more alcohol than beer, but it is absolutely delicious.
Well,
That's exactly, Chris.
As God is my witness. That's right, Chris.
Oh, and then it's got one of the all-time, and that Heat 2 has one of the all-time great Al Pacino calm to crazy lines when Hank Azaria goes like, "Why did you get mixed up with that bitch?" And Pacino goes, "Cause she got a great ass. You got your head all the way up it." And I saw an interview with Hank Azaria, and he said, like, yeah, that reaction I had on screen, he's like, that wasn't me acting, that was real, because they said they had done a bunch of takes, and Pacino had just kind of been like, oh, because she got a great head, was just doing like that. And when they went to that take, that's when he did the and went loud like that, and like everybody just kind of jumped back. And that's the take that they decided to use.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. All right, folks, you know the drill. We're going to go through our weekly pools, and if we've read anything, say what we like, say what we didn't like, and then, of course, go through some back issues. Let's see. Uncle Gary, do you want to go first and so what you got this week?
Yeah, let's see what we got this week.
All right. Mm-hmm.
I have not tried the pumpkin cider. I generally stick to the amber. I think I do have a Budweiser up in my.
What's in cider?
Okay. Yes, you're right. Heat is such a good movie, and the cast in that movie, god damn, it's such a good cast.
Yeah,
very much. All right, we're going full screen.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me do it. Let me get you there. There you are.
All right. Well, start off this. I got a hardcover of what was one of my favorite series of the year.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
First Night by Dan Jurgens, Mike Perkins, and Mike Spicer. Gosh, the art on this was beautiful. Yes. And Jurgens wrote this in a wonderful, 47. I am a big fan of Perkins, always have been. He did a Lois Lane series a few years ago where, oh my goodness, the art was so good. Can't remember who wrote it right now, but it was a really great series, 12-issue mini. But this is one of my favorite books of the year. So just saying.
Awesome.
It was an excellent series.
Yeah, it was.
It sure was. And, the early days of Batman down to the purple gloves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on, man. How awesome is that? So Batman, First Night, highly recommended. This is a great gift. If you want to give somebody a great gift for Christmas. Sorry, damn, Chris. All right.
See, that's
everybody likes
the good stuff.
Everybody likes my sweaty balls.
Yeah, there you go. If you really like excellent covers, Booge, how about some epitaphs from the Abyss?
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Oh, that's a great cover.
Bermejo cover. Got a little axe. Yeah, little full moon.
Little head.
Yeah, little head. Yes, got some head. Yeah. So there you go. Epitaphs from the Abyss. That's the A cover.
Reminiscent of
I Spit on Your Grave. It reminds me.
Well, I Spit on Your Grave, but also reminiscent of the what is it? The famous EC cover.
Well, yeah.
In the head.
Yep. Yep. The first thing I thought of when I saw this was I Spit on Your Grave. But
I remember that movie.
Yeah. Here's the B cover. A little bit of demo work going on.
There you go.
So there you go. A little bit tooth extraction. So that's the B cover. A little bit of Johnny Quest.
Very good.
So what I'm showing you now are the books I have not read yet. So half of my books I have read. The Batman hardcover I have read. I read it when it first came out, but I haven't reread it all at once. New Wolverine. Still got to read that one.
Yep.
I think we got a Sasquatch fight in there still, I think.
Yeah.
Sasquatch?
Yeah. Alex Ross Thor cover.
Oh, he does some good covers.
Yep. Spit on Your Grave with clothes. Absolutely. I know. I mean, the clothes, she didn't need the clothes. Haven't read the Daredevil yet. Yes, I did.
I think I had a remake too.
Yeah. Have not read the Batman Full Moon yet.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
It sure is. Yeah, love that.
It came out last month. Well, I guess they couldn't release it all in October.
Yep. Well,
Nope. There you go.
Batman and Robin. Haven't read this one yet.
Nice.
And I'm eager to read this. I think this should be very interesting. The Batman and the Question, all along the Watchtower. So,
I didn't see that at the shop. I'm gonna make sure I get that.
So one shot. The new action.
No, the Question I think is an ongoing one.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well,
yeah,
great.
it's an ongoing.
Okay. Well, very good then. These books I have read. So back to Independent. Geiger never fails to make me happy to read Geiger. Space Ghost, A cover.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Dynamite's killing it with these this set. And they got another one coming out in a month or so. They're doing Silverhawks.
Oh, nice. I just had to get this alternate cover.
That's pretty cool.
I just thought that was vicious.
That's badass.
Yeah, that is badass.
If they're coming out with the Silverhawks, they're probably going to have the number of variants for the for the week.
I got this on Rob's recommendation and the fact it has the Ghost Machine label on it. So, Rocket Fellers.
That was a fun issue.
That was fun. It was very interesting. So, I'm curious to see where this goes. Very much has a vibe. Reminded me of Lost in Space with the Robinsons.
Okay.
Family.
Without the Dr. Smith.
Right, without Dr. Smith and with grandparents too. But
artwork in it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was really good. Peter Tomasi wrote that too, and the artwork.
Oh yeah,
the artwork was by.
I'll say this with Silverhawks: if they do Silverhawks cover and they don't have spot foil on the Silverhawks bodies, they're just missing a big opportunity.
They're just phoning it in.
Exceptional X-Men. I don't know why. I kind of like this, so we'll see how long I go with that. I've read that.
So what's the premise of that one?
Kitty Pryde's getting away from the X-Men, and yet she's been sought out by young mutants that she's kind of taken under her wing reluctantly, and now the White Queen has gotten involved. So it's kind of Kitty Pryde trying to lead her own life. Ultimate Spider-Man. This was a good issue. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yep. Nice. Yes, they were called the Rocketeers. They sure were. Actually, that's the Rocket Fellers is what that is. Rocket Fellers. It's like Rockefeller, but Rocket Fellers.
And they actually mentioned that in the book too. When they're it's like rock, not Rocka.
Yep. Avengers Assemble. Just happy to have Book Wonder Man is in. So there are a couple nice Wonder Man moments in there.
That he's not a wimp in too.
Yeah, even though they called him a pacifist, he's still putting an elbow to somebody's head. So
he still took down a building with someone in it.
Yeah. Yes, he did. And then talk shit to them.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and come at me with your knife. He's like, I dare you, but it's not going to go the way you want.
Yeah, it's not going to go the way you want it. World's Finest versus Eclipso had some JSA action in here, which is why Chris had me pick up a copy for him. And Chris, we got it for you. New Catwoman, Many Faces of Selena Kyle. And, I like the Many Faces of Selena Kyle, but on the alternate cover, there's some things I also like.
There's two things that are pretty good there.
Yeah. So, she's bending over. Oh,
okay. She got a great set of eyes there.
Yeah. So again, this is like the Jim Balent Catwoman. There's no way in hell she's running across rooftops like that. So, this I dig this book. This Tom King Wonder Woman. I really do. I like it. And the alternate cover for this I got was a lot of fun.
That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. Little invisible jet action there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's waving. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, hi. I'm my invisible jet. So I'd rather see her in the invisible shower, but that's okay. That World's Finest cover.
Have you seen the trailer for that new Christmas movie coming out with The Rock and
yeah, it looks fun.
Chris Evans?
Red one.
Yeah. Where The Rock uses the beam and makes the toy car a real car, and Chris Evans going in the shop. He's like, "Do you have any Wonder Woman action figures?"
No, I hadn't seen that. That's awesome. The snowmen. Have you seen the snowmen on the red one? And it reminds me of my Great Strange Adventures cover with the snowmen on it. That's a classic cover.
Yeah.
Great cover.
Yep. 2 months
That's
in a
an
row.
expensive one too.
Yep. Chris, do you have the first issue of that? I can't remember if we got that for you. So if not,
she has two of them.
You know,
two great big ones.
Yeah, Chris, I wasn't. I mean, Richard, I wasn't sure either. This is the alternate cover to Dark Knight's All Winter. This is a great book.
Nice.
This is a great book. I need to say something. This is a great book. Love it. And this is the 5th issue out of 6, and the art is just fantastic.
Yeah.
There are there's
I like that.
There's splashes of color in it.
Hey, comic lore.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah. And there's a back, I mean, just beautiful art, and the backup story is fantastic too. So yeah.
Got a little King Shark action.
Yeah, but maybe I did. Chris, I had the 2nd issue. I don't remember the 1st issue, but I'll have to make sure. Maybe I have it put back for you. Yeah. But I probably do. It's just my memory's faulty. So
I haven't seen a trailer for a Christmas movie with Jack Black. I did see the trailer for the Minecraft movie that he's going to be in, which I was excited to see.
Yeah, I saw that trailer as well.
Very good.
Jack Frost, not the Keaton one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, Booze. It's like a B horror movie.
There was an animated one that dealt with Jack Frost, and Chris Pine was Jack Frost, and what's his face, Baldwin was Santa, and he was like a Russian Santa with all with tats on him and everything, and it was animated. It was a pretty cool Santa. I enjoyed that movie a lot. So
very cool.
But as far as new books, Je suis fini.
Okay, all right. We'll swing around for back issues if you have any.
I do.
All right, we'll swing around to that. I will go next on weekly pulls. I'm going to start off with my independents. I picked this one up because it looked pretty cool. It is Mbuku.
Did you read it?
Not yet. I have not had a chance to read anything this week, so I'm going to try tomorrow morning before we start my day with the crap that I got going on. So, anyhow, Phoenix number 5.
Very nice.
They just announced another X-Men is getting a regular series. It's Psylocke, right?
Psylocke, yep.
And they're doing the Rogue Savage Land book.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so this is Phases of the Moon Knight number 4.
I think that's the last issue of it.
Yeah, and then I also have Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu.
Who thought we would live in a world where we get 2 Moon Knight books a month?
I know. And big surprise, Venom number 39.
What'd you say, Gary?
2 the same week.
2 the same week, I know. Venom number 39. Yep, and we got Tim's favorite, Amazing Spider-Man, because Zeb Wells is no longer writing this, so
you can pick it up.
You can pick it up and start enjoying it in peace.
That cover reminds me of...
What?
I'm gonna have to grab this. Yes, of the Spider-Man animated series when Dr. Doom was a villain on it, and I've got the video of it right here.
Is that the not the '60s one, but the one after that, right?
Yes. In fact, I've got it right here.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Hold that cover up again.
Yeah, hold on. There you go. Yeah.
Yep.
Let me here. Let's go bring you back up here. Let's look at that.
Yeah. So is that inspiration, or is that just happenstance? But Doom lording over him making a Spider-Man move, city in the background. I don't know.
You got your city on fire in the background there.
I don't know. There's some similarities there.
But he's wearing. It looks like he's wearing Doctor Strange's cape too. So
yeah, it's inspiration.
Inspiration.
It's homage.
It's a homage. Yep, probably is.
And listen, it's not like there haven't been a myriad of other Doom covers with him looming in the background like that too.
Right.
It just instantly made me think to that box art for the video that I picked up back in the day at Suncoast.
Suncoast Video. God, I remember those. All right. Next up, I also got the Wolverine #3. That's a pretty wicked cover with him
It
coming
is.
down like that. I like that.
But Sal didn't tell us how many copies of that Venom book he bought.
That is true because I have not gotten my Heroes Corner Comics pool yet. I usually get them the first week of the new month, the beginning of the month, because they ship out once a month. So
They're
stand by
still
for that.
they're still loading up the straight trailer full of Sal's books.
Yeah, that's true. They are. They are.
Well,
All right.
a lot of comic lore, you're right. A lot of people have been waiting for the Zeb Wells thing to end. So this is a good jumping on point.
And what did Tim say? What did Peter Parker do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I've been waiting. I waited all those years, 5 years to find out what the hell he did. Didn't do a damn thing.
That didn't do a damn thing. All right, Uncanny X-Men #5, pretty cool Gambit cover. Gambit with some cats.
Mm-hmm.
I won't spoil it for all I'll tell you is that issue ends like the current opening arc, and I think the next issue starts the next arc.
Okay.
It does. Yep.
All right, so I also got Exceptional X-Men #3. And what week wouldn't be a week without some foily goodness? Scarlet Witch.
Oh. Did you buy a non-foil one too, or just the foil?
It's just the foil. Just the foil. I'm not sure what issue number this is, though. This is number 6.
You're not going to make any You're not going to.
Maps,
Richard.
Richard,
oh.
we like the maps, Richard.
The maps were the best thing about the Zeb Wells. I was about to say something bad, but storyline. All right.
So apparently, what we need is, if you really want to have a book that Richard will absolutely not buy, is have a Lobo book that has maps in it.
That's true. That is true. All right. That's it for my pools. Dan, let's see your pools for this week.
All right. I'll start off with DC. I only got
Squeaker.
I only got one book from DC this week.
Scarlet Witch, she says, has been running pretty good. Okay, Colin Moore.
Titans #17.
Very cool.
So, we didn't get that one in yet. I think sometimes we're a week behind on books you get earlier.
Right.
I think it's different distributor, but yeah.
This one, because this is the second issue with the new creative team. So there was the first one and then this one. So it's only a 2-issue arc, but then this ends with a tease for, the next thing. Like Gary also got Geiger. A good issue. Gary Frank is still away. And but Paul Pelleter, who is another or Pelleter, however you say his name. Peltier,
yeah.
an artist that's one of my favorite artists, so I don't mind seeing him draw the book at all.
Yeah, he did a great job on it. He did a really good job.
And he did the last issue too.
Yes.
Nice.
My spinner rack looks drunk. Oh yeah, it's just
Dan's been drinking so much his spinner rack is drunk.
Yeah, it's just the weight of it. Because one of the things on the other side is broken when my old shelves collapsed and took it out, and the weight of it's kind of been off since then. Richard doesn't like Lobo because of him kicking Dexstar. But yeah, I wouldn't even, and I knew that, with Gary Frank's art the way it is, and he's a great artist, but he's not fast anymore. It's much more detailed than when he started out doing stuff like Incredible Hulk. So yeah, you're right, Boosh, Leaning Tower of Comics.
Leaning Tower of Comics, baby.
But so I knew it was only a matter of time before Franks would not be able to keep up with a monthly schedule. I would not mind at all if they just went and had Franks do an arc. How does he say his name?
Paul Peltier.
Him doing art, if they just went back and forth between them, because I wouldn't mind that at all, because the artwork's still fantastic.
Just clarification, that spinner rack is straight. It's Dan that's crooked.
That's true.
Like Gary, I also got the Rocket Fellers.
Yeah.
Thought the first issue was great. A lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing how it goes forward. I did not read these next couple ones. I did not read yet. Moondogs #1 from the Horizon Experiment.
Okay.
So I don't know if we've said anything about it on here, but for the Horizon Experiment is something they're doing where they're putting out 5 books, one each month, from a different creative team that has to create a protagonist from a marginalized background set in a popular genre. So the results are, the first book that they put out was a Chinese James Bond type character. The second one, which was last month, was a Muslim John Constantine. This one is a family of werewolves with East African descent. Next month is a book about an Evil Dead for Black nerds, and the last one is going to be a reverse Indiana Jones. And I guess if any of them sell really well, then they'll pick them up and make regular series out of them.
Wow. Okay.
So I guess it's like years ago when Amazon did that pilot thing where they put out a bunch of TV pilots and they're like, you pick one and we'll make that a series. Yeah, Image has been doing a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, they have.
I just now read the All-In special, and it's great watching the JLA again without any irony. I'm hit or miss about the absolute DC stuff, but it's good they're taking big swings. Yeah, and it looks to me like they must have named it Justice League Unlimited, because it looks like they're doing it like the cartoon where it's like, hey, we're in the Watchtower and everybody's in the JLA. It's not some 7 or 8 person roster. It's 50 people. It's every hero is part of the JLA.
Right, and the JSA is, the Titans are. It's they're saying that the what Waller did could not have been done had they had this this organization.
Yeah. I want you to let me know how the question book is after you read it, because I was on the fence about picking it up.
Rob liked it, so I'm eager to see how what I think of it. I just hadn't got to it yet.
Oh, we say no Appalachian heroes. Maybe they'll do that on the next round, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did Kirkman do something like that?
I don't know.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too.
Yes.
Me too.
Same here.
But yeah, whenever you read it, Gary, let me know what you think. If you like it, I'll go pick up a copy.
All right, I will.
I got Jupiter's Legacy finale #2.
Okay.
I also got Johnny Quest #4.
That's been fun. Yeah.
Dynamite's been killing it. Like I said, they've been killing it with these books. I'll pick up Silverhawks when it comes out.
Space Ghost has been fun.
Space Ghost 7, yeah, and the artwork in it's been so good too.
Very good.
Oh, in fact, here's a. What did you say about alternate covers, Al? Just in the advertisement, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that they have in the
for Silverhawks. I bet you $1 that when that book hits, it's going to have the most variants that week.
I would not be surprised, as long as it doesn't come out the same week as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I know.
Gary also got Avengers Assemble #3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good book. I liked it.
Oh, thank you, Talking Geek. I struggle to come up with sometimes, but
I got a question that I need you to post. I'll send it to you in chat.
Yeah, send it to me, because I'm running. What's the song say? I'm running on empty.
Running on empty.
Hey, Chris, this version of the question is the Montoya question.
Yeah. I hope that they stick with this concept for a while and don't just do like 1 or 2 story arcs and then just go back to business as usual.
Same here.
Yep.
Yeah, Richard, you're right. If TMNT comes out in one week, that's guaranteed to be the most coverage. That was it that or He-Man?
No, it's usually TMNT or Thundercats.
Thundercats, that was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I built an Excel spreadsheet. I'm trying to track it. I'm going to start tracking it heavy in the new year and see what it ends up being.
And like I said, I was surprised that Marvel and DC weren't higher on that, because they don't do the ones where like, hey, here generally like here's 50 covers for a book or here's 25, but every book they have 3 or 4 covers for them every month, and the volume that they publish compared to the indies, I'm surprised that they had such a small share of the list.
Right. It's very true.
I also got Daredevil 15. I will say this cover is bullshit. Not just because it's more terrible John Romita Jr. art. Who is the primary character on this cover?
Kingpin.
Looks like Kingpin to me.
Which character on this cover does not appear in or is mentioned in a single panel of this book?
The question.
It's Kingpin. He's not in the book. He's not mentioned in the book. Why is he so prominent on the cover?
I don't know.
I was
like to
reading
do
it
that.
and I kept saying, I got to the end, I was like, well, where the hell was Kingpin?
Yeah.
I don't know, Sal, what is the record for most
It was that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book. It was 187, I believe.
Wow.
That was for Last Ronin, right?
No, was it Last Ronin? I don't think it was Last Ronin. It was something else.
Was it? I remember Last Ronin having a ton of covers.
Maybe it was Last Ronin. I don't. I would have to look it up.
Yeah, I also got Phases of the Moon Knight #4, which I believe is the last issue of this, but it's a cool story. It had two stories of two different past Moon Knights in it, along with Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu #2, the current Moon Knight.
Very cool.
Exactly. That's how they pump these sales numbers up, is because they know people are buying multiple copies of it.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, it might be.
His fat useless villain.
You know why he gets as much work as he does, Mr. Keith? It's because he's a known artist, and even though I don't like his work, there's plenty of fans that do, but it's also the fact that he is an old pro that knows how to hit deadlines.
Yeah.
And that's one reason the stuff doesn't always look great, is because he can do it fast, but fast doesn't always equal good.
Yeah, that's true.
U.S. Avengers had one. You know what else did that? Justice League, the international book. Where was it international?
They had 50 state covers.
No, Justice League of America. Yeah.
Yep. They had 50 state covers, plus they had a Canadian cover, and they had a DC cover. They had territory covers.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not the only one that is not a JR.
I mean, his earlier stuff, I guess, was good, and sometimes it's hit or miss, but mostly it's been missed for me lately.
Agree. Yeah. His early stuff was good when Bob Layton was inking him, because Bob Layton made it look like Bob Layton.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Those Iron Mans, the Demon in the Bottle era.
Yeah.
You sit there and I remember being quite surprised when I realized it was John Romita that did the pencils on those. But yeah, all that looked like Layton. He just when he inks, he turns it into his stuff.
I got no problem with that either, because his stuff is gorgeous. The stuff that Romita is good at is like his Hulk stuff was fine, because he's good at doing big blocky stuff. Like if he did The Thing, that would probably be good. But him doing something like Spider-Man or Daredevil, where they're more not necessarily lanky, but they're more flexible and stuff like that, it's not a good mix.
Yeah.
Also got Wolverine #3.
Cool. I love the shading on that cover. The shadows and stuff like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. It was a good issue too.
All right.
So was this one Ultimate Spider-Man #11.
Okay.
And then the last new book I actually just got in the mail the other day with alongside some other stuff I got. It is a Kickstarter that I backed for that was written by James Robinson with art by by Jeff Johnson, who we did an interview with on the Codex Station. You go find it on our YouTube page. When they were doing the Kickstarter for this, and it's been months and months, and the first issue finally came out. They haven't launched the second one yet, but it finally came out. So it is Rogue's Kingdom #1.
Oh, yeah, I should be getting mine then soon.
Yeah. So I just got mine in the mail yesterday, and it came with a letter. I put it in the back here but it came with a letter they put saying like, hey, we're sorry for the delay. They were learning all the Kickstarter crowdfunding stuff for this. Said they haven't launched the Kickstarter for the second issue yet, but they're already working on the third issue. So we'll see. And then it came with a nice sticker too. So
nice. Actually, I think I got mine today. I got a package today. I didn't recognize the return address, so I think I got it. I think I got mine today.
It is a return address from
what's the name? Just say the name. Just say the name.
Allison Robinson. Las
That's it.
Vegas.
That's
Yep.
it.
Well, you got yours then. That's the.
All right. I'll show it off next week.
All right. Yeah, you're right, Richard. He does well.
Oh, yeah.
He does well. Like I said, he does well with stuff that's supposed to be, overly big, overly kind of blocky. But anything that is supposed to have fluid motion, I don't think he does well in.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't like that Batman Punisher book he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris. That's one thing I like about Kickstarter too, is like I always love getting these stickers. I rarely put them on anything because once you put it on something, it's on there, and I'm too indecisive to decide what to put it on. But yeah,
Okay.
I like having them. So that's
Very
it
cool.
for my new stuff.
All right. So let's go ahead and skip to back issues. And Gary, let's see what you got for your back issues.
All right. Let's see. We got a few last week. Start out with this is for Rob Kalin. He'll be a Christmas present. He loves Bill and Ted.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
Bill and Ted's excellent holiday special. So that'll go to Rob.
And I was with Gary at the shop show when he bought that, and I was like, I didn't know that you were a big Bill and Ted fan, Gary. And
yep. And it was, like I said, it's for Rob. I mean, I like Bill and Ted enough, but I wouldn't have gotten the book for me, but that's okay. It's for him. I got Adventure Comics.
I did used to have stickers all over my guitar case back in the day too, Chris.
All right.
Oh,
I got a 283 Adventure Comics.
Nice.
And what's interesting about this is the first issue with the Phantom Zone and the first mention of Zod.
Oh.
So
nice.
There you go. So the first Phantom Zone.
Still just 10 cents.
Still just 10 cents. This is 61, I think. So 1961. So the Phantom Zone, I guess, is probably influenced by the Twilight Zone. I'm sure that's how they came up with that name, because the time frame is right. Twilight Zone was 1959. 303 of Adventure Comics.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
So
look how crisp that is too. That's
that's pretty
great colors.
Pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Got a good deal on it. Got it for less.
That's a nice price.
Yep. Oh, I got less than that.
Because you use cash, right?
I use cash, and I use I use cash.
Use the Ric Flair swagger.
That's right. Cash, swagger, and interpersonal relationships with folks. So
I don't know how well I can play, Chris. My buddy once said that I've released more CDs that people don't care about than U2 has.
So here's Jimmy Olsen. There's a Turtle Boy as Jimmy Olsen 72.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen 76. And these two issues of Jimmy Olsen plus that last adventure I got, the 310, these are 3 more Legion appearances knocked off for me. So I'm just a couple Legion appearances away from having them all. So
you know which ones you know which ones they are, right?
Yeah, 3 was that 310? I mean, that was 303. I need Adventure Comics 310, and maybe there's one other book I need, or maybe that's the only one I have left. That Adventure Comics will take me from under 300 up on Adventure. So, and that went to like 489. So that's pretty good. I got a Superboy 99. Just because I thought it was a cool cover. So, and one day I'll probably have Superboy 99 up. I probably need like 15 Superboys to be there. So I'm close.
Kid.
I picked up some House of Mysteries because they're a great price and they're just kind of cool. And a person quick candy in the market. Chris, listen. Thankfully, I have you to do those things for me when they need to be done. But thank you for showing up and hanging out in the parking lot and taking care of that. So long live the Legion. Long live the Legion.
Long live the Legion. Matter Eater Lad is not an F-lister.
That's right. Dan helped me make sure that didn't happen, and we set Sonny right.
He saved the damn universe.
Pam, I'm a Legion flight ring right here, baby.
Mine is right in front of me, but not within arm's reach.
The Moon Monster. Run, everybody. That strange creature is causing a tidal wave. Isn't that just trippy and cool? House of Mystery 97. So So, I didn't think I was going to get all the House of Mysteries. I have 174 up where they went back to horror, but I don't know, maybe. That's 173 other issues. I have a handful of them. I do have House of Mystery 1, which is a big honking
That's a
deal.
big one. Yep.
Big honking deal. I got number 100 here. Anything for a pal.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah. So, and I like it because I love the anniversary issues 100. Yes, Matter Eater Lad does rule. He ate the miracle machine. That's what we told Sonny. He ate the miracle machine. He saved the damn universe. And that ain't F-list. That's not F-list action there, buddy.
That's right.
I cosplay as Matter Eater Lad every time I go to an all-you-can-eat buffet.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Put a Adam's comment.
Yep. Come on. Listen, sometimes
the answer is yes.
You just got to say no sometimes. All right. Here's House Mystery 103. They're talking about all these aliens in school. And look, it says, Great Scott, even the schools have been taken over by aliens. I don't, so is this what the folks are talking about? Repeat after me, class. King Zold is our leader. Well, there you go. So I just thought that was cool. And again, I got these for great prices. They look good. They look fresh.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
The colors are great. So I definitely want to get these House of Mysteries, even if they get the other. I want to get all the Johns Jones ones. So
yeah.
Martian Manhunter was, the featured character for a while, even though he had that stupid Zook's alien or whatever his name. Yeah, Zook. So there's a Martian Manhunter one. So there's about 13, 14 issues with the Manhunter. So I have about a third of them. So, and the thing that hurts is after that, if I'm trying to get the runs, is there was Dial H for Heroes that I just don't like. That was part of the House of Mystery up until 173. Yeah, Booze, these are pretty cool House of Mystery covers.
But you talk about, how we kind of talked about on the Adam Strange episode that he's like, what was the term? It's like, it's like the fantasy for everyone. Like, hey, you're getting a rocket pack and a ray gun and getting to go, date a beautiful woman in on a alien planet and fight monsters and stuff. It's that wish fulfillment. That's exactly what Dial H for Hero was too.
Yeah, it was. I just didn't like it. And it's the same damn concept they're using for that stupid Jackpot character that Mary Jane is.
Jackpot. Yeah. I was never a big Dial H fan either.
Me neither. Robbie Reed. So in my ever ongoing quest to have Superman 99 up, well, probably 100 up, but I'll probably go 99. I'm about 20 issues away from having that. And here's Superman 120.
Nice. So do you have 99 or you're just anticipating getting that?
I will get 99. I do have 100, which is much harder than 99, by the way. So I do have Superman 100. So I will go to 99. But I need maybe 18, 19, maybe 20 issues. But I think I have I think I'm at 128 up consecutively in all the Superman. So just the colors are good on this. So I was very happy.
What's that yellow sticker say?
Upper, lower, the upper and lower spine had splits here.
Oh, okay.
Here. So that's why I got this book for really cheap. And I think I got it for $40. So I even got it lower than that.
Nice.
This was from the same people that Sal got, that you picked up that great X-Men deal from Sal. So
I got some Avengers books from them too.
Yep. So a book I did get, Sapphire was talking about Swamp Thing 9 that I do have already, and I got from them too. I got this beautiful Justice League 11, which is my first book. So I got this for $30. So this is another copy of this, and I'm just happy to have another beautiful copy, and the nostalgia in me made me pick it up. So I think I have 4 copies of this now, but my Genesis book is this book. First book I ever got. So when I see them for a good price and they look nice, I'll get it. One day I'll probably get one of these graded just because it is my first book. So that's kind of
good stuff.
Yep, I got a 80-page giant issue of World's Finest 161. So I am
go checks.
Yep, got go checks. It's a giant size. Good job. The JLA, he's got the JLA. I am about 5 issues away from having 120 up of World's Finest.
Wow.
Nice.
That went to I think 361, I think, and I'm probably only about 20 issues away from having 98 up or 97 up. So, I've got a pretty impressive run, almost dating back to the late 50s in World's Finest. I got a Strange Adventures cover. This is a few weeks ago. I think I had the on the Adam Strange show. I had Mystery in Space 75. This is the Strange Adventures reprint, 235 of that same issue. But this is a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah.
So
that's nice.
So it's a reprint. I got it for a good deal. Have it. I got a couple Marvel books here. I got a Supernatural Adventures, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a series I'm going to have to start working on to complete. I've got several of them.
Yep. This is where the Living Mummy first appeared in. Yep.
Yeah. There's not. It only ran what, like 18 issues or so?
15. I think 15, maybe 18. 15 or 18.
Let me see.
And Sal, you have the one that's got the Scarecrow too, I believe.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So, hey, I've got the first 4 or 5 of this, and then I got Tomb of Darkness 9.
So yeah, for those, I want to get the Living Mummy issues from it. But
yeah, I have a few. I've got to get more of those.
Actually, I only have number 10. I thought I picked up some other ones. Maybe I was thinking of another series, but I have number 10 with the Living Mummy.
Gotcha.
At the tank.
I got an Army at War.
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 155.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Great Kubrick cover.
Easy Company.
So this also is 80-page giant, but this is actually where that other was an 80-page giant in the World's Finest numbering. This is just an 80-page giant. These went 15 issues, and this is number 6. I need 3 more of the 15 to have them all.
Nice.
So, yeah. So these are reprints, and I got a good deal on that too. So
yeah, Pam, fun and affordable.
Fun and affordable.
Yeah.
I got, what else we got here? Okay. This is from my good friend Tom Cellini. Gave me this book. He just gave it to me. It's Heart Throbs. And it says, okay, if he's more important than I am, I'm leaving.
Oh, you showed me this one at the show you with the baby.
Yeah, what a scumbag. What a scumbag. Great Nick Carty cover. Yeah. The baby's more important. I'm leaving.
Jeez.
Now, it's even worse if it's his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't know that.
3 girls, their lives, their
lives. Yeah, but yeah. Look, she's crying. She's tears and little papoose is wrapped up. Not a care in the world.
You know what, Gary? Me and you are gonna have to get together and figure out a concept for a fake
romance
comic cover that I can draw.
For romance?
Yeah, one of those ridiculous over the top ones like that.
The one that I got in Baltimore says, I know this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. I'm your teacher. And he's talking up on the girl. You go to jail for doing that cover now.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Frankenstein. Yep.
243.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, 243. Yeah, those, especially those Tomb of Dracula's. How selfish of her. Yeah, exactly, Richard.
I've got 2 of the Frankenstein books. I've got the first issue, and I've got the issue where he meets Dracula. But again, that was another series that didn't run long, less than 20 issues.
That was 18 issues. And that's the one I have a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got a Bernie Wrightson cover I didn't know existed. And I was really thrilled to get this. Mixed horror and romance. There you go. I didn't even know this book existed. I mean, I didn't know this alternate existed. So when they relaunched House of Mystery as a Vertigo title, there was an alternate to number 1. And look at that.
Ooh. I like that one.
That is a really good Bernie. So
nice.
Yeah. So I think I paid $35 for this, but I was more than happy to spend that money on this great Bernie alternate cover that I had never seen before. So.
And think about that, everyone. For someone like Gary, with the collection and the knowledge he has, and being a self-professed that Bernie is far and away his favorite artist, he can still find stuff that he didn't even know was out there.
Didn't know it existed. Did not know it existed.
That's just how awesome this hobby can be.
Yeah, especially that it's a DC book, right? Because I know he did a lot of independent stuff that I don't, I don't know. It's like Dave Stevens stuff keeps coming out of the woodwork that, damn, I didn't know about that, but it's mostly independent stuff. Same with Bernie. Every now and then there'll be some independence book I didn't know of, but for that, and I did get one more Bernie cover.
There we go. How many does that make now?
13.
13.
Al
Lucky
Stoltz,
13.
Al Stoltz, yeah, I got a really good deal on this, but that's a great looking book.
It is.
It's got a little side thing there, but still, Price is Right is a great cover.
Why not?
Yeah, from Al. So thank you, Al. Now I got a few other items that are comic related.
What does Diane think every time you come home and show her that you bought another copy of Swamp Thing 9?
She thinks she's okay with it. She thinks it's fun. A few years ago I bought 5 at one time. No, I got them online. I actually got them on eBay. 5 very high grade copies for $75.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 5, which was great, and they were all. Yeah. How about? Cut the grass, or I'm leaving you. Wow. This is the DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest. This is a UFO one I'm getting for Tim.
Nice.
I have a copy of this, so I will take the better copy, and then Tim will get the other copy.
Nice.
Oh, Pam. Bernie. Yeah, that was very tragic. He sure was. I think his wife is still in Austin. I believe she still is. This I'm getting for a gift for someone that
oh, that's cool.
Might be my child that was named after Morgan.
Oh.
So I think this would be cool. I do have this, and I will keep the better copy, of course. Now these were part of the DC Special Blue Ribbon Digest, and these went, I want to say 35 or 37 issues. I have every one of these. But there was another one, the Best of DC Blue Ribbon Digest, which is different. There's 71 of these things. I needed about 24 of them, and I got 10. So,
nice
slab. So, a lot of what I still need. Warlord is a great book, and Talking Geek, they're doing a Warlord omnibus. Finally, they're going to do 2 volumes of it, because except for the initial first trade that had like the first 7 issues, they have not collected the bulk of that Mike Grill series, which I am so thrilled about. So I think we'll see it next year. So anyway, I needed like 24 of these, and I got 10, so I picked up a good dent, but they're all stupid. Binky's Summer Fun, plus Sugar and Spike. Yeah, so there we go. So these are so stupid, and here I'm paying money on them, but I've got to be a completist. It's part of the damn sickness. So that's 28. Here's 29 with Sugar and Spike. So after these, I'm still going to need about 14 of them, and of those 14, I think about 9 of them are Goofy and 5 of them are Superman, and there's one that's even a Justice League one I still have to get. Binky and his buddies. Oh man!
Okay.
And who knows? You might read them and like them.
You know what? I there are a lot of things in life that I might do or won't do. That's not one of them. So, I don't know that I'll read them, and I'm sure as hell not gonna like them.
Alex, I'll take 500 for it.
Yeah.
Will never happen.
Yeah, Sugar. It's like I tell people, the next time I do karaoke will be the first time I do karaoke. There we go. Okay, here's Sugar and Spike, and they're a little more palpable than Binky is for me and his buddies. Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, Binky and his stupid buddies. So which is just like an Archie knockoff that DC did. So
maybe we should go on here and tell everybody what we want for Christmas.
Yeah.
There's Superman.
Nice.
Great Superman stories. Here we go again. Binky and his stupid buddies. I don't know who he is, but he sure likes chicken salad. Yeah, okay. That's great. There we go.
I mean, this clearly looks like something they were doing
it's Archie
with Archie.
Yeah, absolutely it was. So here's a Batman stories one I need.
Nice.
The year's best Batman stories. So got that. All right, got one of the plops I still needed. which
Oh,
is
that's
just weird. That's Wally Wood there. It's just the weird, and Sergio Aragonés was in this book. Did these stuff? It's just weird body humor issues, and it's reprinting the Plot series that DC had that went like 17 issues. Chicken Spice is greater than Zeb Wells. Yeah, you know what? I maybe not there. And of course, how are we going to end this with Binky and his stupid buddies? So there's 10 of those, but that gets me a lot closer. That's 10. I needed 24. So I got one more item that's of interest, and I got it through my good buddy Dimitri, and he contacted me. Dan, I think I showed these to you. He contacted me
oh yes,
a couple weeks ago,
these are cool.
and he said, "Are you interested in these?" And I have DC did a stamp set, and I have the stamps. I have them framed, a sheet of them. But he had a set of first issue specials of the stamps from San Diego in superhero envelopes.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
So
super cool.
these are really cool. And
Awesome.
yep, yeah, it was in Showcase, absolutely, and it is pretty stupid. I have every issue of Showcase, so I have those there. So we got the bio stuff on the back, and the stamps on the front, and so it's just really neat. And I have all of them. There's
They're
20.
crisp. I saw them in person. They're crisp too. There's no bends or anything in there. Perfect
Yeah.
condition.
And I imagine they did the first day issues at the San Diego Con, since it's got the San Diego of 2006. So these are 2006. So Dimitri, thank you, buddy. So he came into contact with these. I got these for a great price too. The hard husband saying, "You make me dinner, or we're done." There you go, Chris. So these are kind of neat. I probably won't have them displayed. I'll just have them somewhere where I can, pull them out and show them off like this. But just, it's just a neat little item.
You'll be quoting Blazing Saddles. Be like, "Pardon me while I whip
this out."
Out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of other things in Blazing Saddles we just can't do. We can't say. There's an Aquaman one. That's the great Jim Aparo stamp.
Yep.
It's like I told you when you showed them to me. It's always interesting on these when, okay, they're going to do Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman. They're going to do the trilogy or the Trinity. They're going to do big characters like the Flash and Aquaman. But it's always interesting to see some of these other characters, like which ones they choose. Like I'm sure they picked Green Arrow because of the Arrow series at the time. But it's like, oh,
yep.
Hawkman, oh, Supergirl. Like,
yep, Plastic Man.
Yeah.
So it's just these are just really cool, and to have them all, and like I said, I have the stamps framed, but to have them as the first issue specials like this in these envelopes.
How many was in the set?
20.
Very cool.
So the stamps are 20. There were 20 stamps in the set, and Marvel did a set too. So I imagine there are these envelopes that somebody had done for the Marvel. So each of these heroes, so there are 10 different heroes chosen, and each hero had 2 stamps.
Is the text on the back like the same for each of, like, there's 2 green arrows? Is it the same text?
It's different. It's different.
Wow.
So like one is more of a biography. One is like a baseball card biography, and the other one is like a more in-depth one, like this is. So it's really cool.
I was thinking it'd be cool to get them like framed where you could have like 2 rows of them just going down, but then you'd only see the front, and you'd miss out on all that.
Exactly. That's one reason why I won't frame them. Because you get more this way. Here's a great Plastic Man one.
That's cool.
Yeah. So and there's the second Aquaman one.
And those are cool.
And then like Supergirl one.
With the headband. God, love it.
And gosh, I really like this last one a lot. I love the Hawkman.
Oh, that's awesome.
A great one.
Yeah.
That's a great pose.
So there's 20 of them. Got the whole set. Dimitri did me right, buddy. Like I said, got a great price on these. And it's just a unique thing. And I'm sure I will never see these again. You know what I mean? To have the opportunity to purchase them, I can't imagine that the opportunity would ever come up. So, so he had messaged me, and he had actually sent them through a proxy because we weren't going to be able to meet up there, and I paid his buddy, and his buddy brought those to me. So cool.
You said you had the stamps already, and that Marvel did it. So you think you'll try and search out if Marvel did any envelopes like that?
I guess so. If I don't know that I'll actively search, but if I run into it, I'll certainly get them. You know, if the
Very
price.
cool.
Is right. But anyway, so those are fun items that I procured at the Schaff Frederick show last week, which Dan also attended.
All right, but Dan has a huge stack. I'm going to go next, and because I've just got a little bit, so I will go next, and Dan will wrap it up. There we are. All right, so these are just some from Facebook sales. Dan actually did pick me up a couple of books, which I will show later in the stack. But I actually picked up a Avengers 29, a little low grade, but still intact.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I also picked up an Avengers number 50.
That was one of my earliest Avengers for a long time.
And from what I could tell, it's just looks like it's just dirty. So I mean, maybe a clean will clean this up a lot. So
that was a low point for the Avengers, where there were only 3 members. It was Hawkeye, Wasp, and Goliath.
Yeah.
And then Hercules came in and helped build the roster. Hercules, and then 52, the Panther came on.
That's right. All right, and thank Dan for getting me some books. These will go to Dan.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I meant to ask because you said you got them off an eBay seller with some other stuff.
Not eBay, Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Was it something where you got like a lot that just had a bunch of different stuff, or did he have all these things individually?
It was a lot of individual books that were totally random, and which I'll show you right here. Next one up was Transformers 57. As I continue to complete that run.
How many issues away are you?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I have to relook at that. Transformers. I can tell you here in 1 second. I have. I was gonna say quite a few. I still got. Well, it goes up to 80, and I've got. Let me see, how many do I have? Maybe about half of them. So yeah, I got probably about 40 books.
Do you have the Jim Lee cover?
No, I don't think I have the Jim Lee cover. All right, so next up is Tomb of Dracula number 64.
Oh, that's great. Is that a Gene Colan?
That's cool.
I believe it is.
It looks like him.
And I picked up Fantastic Four number 94, first appearance of Agatha Harkness.
It sure is. Yep. That's where she beats the Frightful Four's ass.
That's right. Without breaking a sweat.
Well, yeah, without breaking a sweat.
Breaking a sweat.
And I think Ben's like, well, how'd you do it? She's like, maybe I'm a witch.
Maybe I'm a witch.
Yeah, stuff like that.
All right. I also scored the last issue of Flash, number 350 from Volume 1.
That's a cool one. That happened. What was that, Gary? Like a month or two before Crisis started?
Yes.
Right before it. Because they knew that the writers of that book were told, we're ending the series because Barry's going to die in Crisis. So the reason they ended the series the way they did with that is because, obviously as the creators of the book, they were a fan of the character.
Right.
They wanted him to have a happy ending before, because he'd been through the ringer for a while, before
yeah, they had right.
Iris died. Iris was killed, and then it was Reverse Flash, and and he was on the run as a fugitive for a while, and
because Reverse Flash got killed, and Flash trial.
Yeah, when he was like going after his next fiance, and it was rough, and they decided to end it the way they did so that he would have a happy ending before he got killed in Crisis.
All right, so next one up. Now these next set of books are going to be all X-Men books.
Mr. Keith is asking you about the Agatha, how much you had to shell out for that.
How much was that Agatha? That actually wasn't too bad. I want to say it was about $20 to $25, if I remember.
Wow, that's a really good price.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Agatha, all along was about 20, 25 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, Gary, just as an aside, I just looked up those first day issue DC stamp, envelopes. And I just, was like, oh, let me type them and see what comes up. Someone's got 4 of them for sale as a lot of just 4 of them on eBay for $15. But the I'll have to send you the link to it because the design of the envelopes looks different than
interesting.
You showed. It's he's got Plastic Man, Hawkman, Supergirl, and Aquaman, but each one of the envelopes has, like, the Aquaman one has both Aquaman stamps, the Hawkman one has both of those, and the picture that's on it, it's not in color, it's black and white. It looks, it's interesting. It's a much different design than the ones that you got.
Huh, interesting.
I just typed it in. I was like, oh, let me see,
Okay.
All right, Dan. So just shout out when you for the books that you got me. But I got X-Men number 59. And I'm just going in order because I wanted to put them in order. X-Men number 68. Yeah, it was a great deal. It was like all those books I got for a steal. Like that Flash book was like, I think $6, I think.
Wow.
So it was a great steal. Like no one was bidding on that particular post. When you're doing some scanning some Facebook sales, like sometimes I'll get the notification like 3 days after the damn thing's closed and I miss out. But then like other times I'll like just happen to be doom scrolling and I'll come across the post and it's like, oh, we're closing in an hour. And I'm like, oh, let me take that. Let me take that. Let me take that. And I get them pretty cheap. All right. Next up is X-Men number 70.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. And then we got X-Men number 71.
Was that what I gave you?
No, I think it's this is actually this is not. This came from my comic shop actually.
Oh, is that when they had started the reprints?
71 or
reprints started at 67.
I was 68, I thought.
Yeah, 68.
So that is one of the reprints.
It is one of the reprints. I'm sorry. Yes, I thought you meant did it start then? Okay, so this is the one of the ones I know that you got me, and this is X-Men number 86.
Yeah, that's one that was such a great deal.
It was.
Deal.
Yeah,
he didn't pay that $50, ladies and gentlemen, because cash is king.
Yeah, it was. Well, the guy, everything at his booth was half off, and all of his wall books he had for $30.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, and the cover on that one looked really nice.
It is really sharp. It is really sharp. So that's what I have for back issues, and thankfully now with all those X-Men editions, my run now goes from now it goes from 63 up. So I'm closing that gap, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you're 63 up, now that means you have all the reprints.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
All right, Dan, let's see what you got.
All right. Well, I've got a. That is a. Do you have any X-Men, Gary? What's your run?
Gary, do you have any X-Men?
Sub 100 X-Men. My Sal's is very impressive. My X-Men run doesn't start. One starts at 1 all the way. 1 to 544. Yeah. All
right. Yep. So I've got.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Get your popcorn. He's got a stack.
I got deals on all of these, so you can ignore the prices that are on them. I did a little bit of retail therapy with all the BS I've been going through with my car recently, where I got rear-ended and the insurance company decided to total it. Now I'm having to find a new car and still going through all that, but I decided to do a little retail therapy. So these first few books are it's a lot of 5 Moon Knight books that I got from the seller on eBay named Josh Guy. Josh
Josh Guy.
Yeah, all one word. JOSHGUY. And he's got a bunch of auctions going up now. Don't bid on the ones that, I'm getting ready to bid on some. I got them on my watch list, so don't bid on them and take them from me, or I'll
Don't bid on Dan's. Don't bid on Dan.
Yeah,
Been on other ones.
message me beforehand to see if they're ones that I want to get. But I got them for a great price. It was like $36 for all 5 of these, and mainly for this cover, the famous werewolf.
Yes,
cover.
That's a great cover.
yeah, that is a great cover.
Yeah, you're right, Richard. It's been a rough year, not just for me, for for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, for Tim now and for Mike. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Jamie had an
Yep.
issue the other day. It's just been a rough year, and I'll be happy to see it end.
Yep.
Yes, I agree.
On this Moon Knight series, I have the first 25 issues, and I just never really. And I bought all of those at one time years and years ago, and I just never really got around to getting the rest of them. But I just thought, what the hell? I got this lot that's 5 issues, and maybe I'll start actively seeking out. So there's that one, and then there's also 35
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
and 36, 37, and 38, which has a pretty cool cover.
Yeah, that is great.
So I got those, like I said, on eBay from Josh Guy. Check it out. He had a bunch of different lots that he had up there for stuff. He's got a bunch right now, and it looks like he's just going to keep putting them up there. It's a lot of cool books. He starts them cheap. You get them for a good price. So I had a great experience with them. Now this is the stuff I got at the Schaff show. Some of these were dollar books. Some of them I got, deals on. But see, I got All Star Squadron Annual #1.
So good. Look at that.
This was, there's some dollar books. I got Ant-Man Annual #1 because I just dig Scott Lang. These 3, I got all for $1.
Thank you, Richard.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Senseless crime. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I appreciate talking. Yeah, it's.
Yep. I'll take care of the chat while you're showing your books, Dan.
No, I
All right.
Aztec the Ultimate Man #3,
Aztec.
#6, and #9. So this now I finally have completed my run of Aztec the Ultimate Man.
Nice.
It is not super impressive because it only ran for like 9 or 10 issues.
I need one more issue of that stupid title. And I
It
think
was a cool book. I really dug it. And, Morrison put Aztec in Justice League when he was writing it too, because the book got canceled. It was a really cool book. It just
did they have pretty much the whole run there or just a few issues?
In Justice League?
No, that you picked up.
I picked up 3 of them. I already had all the rest.
I know, but did they have
did they have the rest? They had a few other issues. I don't remember seeing issue 1.
How do you spell that? Aztec?
Aztek.
Aztec there.
Yeah, it was a cool book. Like I said, it didn't run very long, but and you're right. You're right there, Joe. Sometimes it's harder to find, especially with this.
Yeah.
And I said this too for years. It took me years to finish my West Coast Avengers run, and this was long before WandaVision came out. And the reason it took me years to finish it was because the books weren't worth anything, and they were all dollar bin books, and dealers just didn't carry them. And it got to the point, especially when I got down to only needing the last like 3 or 4 issues, I wasn't willing to go on eBay and buy like 10 issue lot so I could get one book that I needed out of it. So it just took me years to track down those last couple issues, just because I would ask dealers for them, and they're like, "Yeah, I didn't bring any because no one buys them." And then WandaVision comes out, and now you see them on, now you see them on back walls for guys.
Aztec 7's one I need. It's a Batman cover on it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Bougie. It's it is what it is. But yeah, I got this one. This one was pretty cheap. I think it was maybe $5. A Blue Beetle #1.
Oh, nice.
Cord. It's real nice shape too. I'm working on. This is from right after. I think right after Crisis, when
84 maybe
86.
86.
Yeah, so this is, you know, after DC had gotten all the Charlton characters and this was the first Blue Beetle series they did for him. This one was a buck. I just picked it up. You know, it's Captain Atom, just because I like Captain Atom, and whenever I see his old issues for $1, I'll just pick them up. And when I get closer to completing the run, then I'll start actively seeking them out.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean the chase is fun, and then you do have that sense of accomplishment when you complete the run. But then you also have that sense of like, it's almost like a sense of disappointment that the hunt for that is over.
Yeah. Post blues.
Yeah, appreciate that, Boosh. For something like Aztec, because it only ran like 9 or 10 issues, it's not that big of a deal. But for something like, you know, like I said, like West Coast Avengers, there's 101 issues plus the annuals. You know, it took a little while, and yeah, afterwards, just like, man, now which one am I going to focus on?
Yeah.
There's always something else.
Oh yeah, there always is. Somebody asked a question the other day: when do you think your comic collection will be complete? My answer was never.
No.
Yep. Never.
I don't have enough money for it to ever be complete to my satisfaction.
I have to agree with you on that.
This was another one I got. I had 4-issue miniseries. I had 2, 3, and 4, and then I just picked this one up, issue 1.
Nice.
So, had them when I was a kid. Sold them when I sold my G.I. Joe and Transformers collections years ago. I'm rebuilding G.I. Joe now, so I needed that one. Yes, exactly. Because that's always how it is. It's those.
Yep.
The pricey books you can find. You might not want to spend the money on them, but you can find them. But those cheap dollar ones, those ones, they can be a pain. I got this just because I like Juggernaut. Now he doesn't have that many solo books, so I figured I've got most of them. I'll try and get the couple I don't. This one, but the cover art on it's terrible. I flipped through it a little bit. The inside art is just as bad. So I will, I'll read it. It's a one shot, but.
What year did that one come out? Looks like 90s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was definitely the 90s. This was as soon as you look at the artwork, and it's one of those ones you can instantly pinpoint the decade of.
Yeah.
This was 1996.
1996. All right.
But I got it for $1, so
can't beat that.
Yeah, same thing with this Mark Spector Moon Knight 21. It was $1. It's a super cool cover.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yep. You're right, Richard. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time completing them, just finding some of the books and trying to narrow down, like, all right, which run am I going to be concentrating on now?
And Pam, you're right. The hunt is the hard part. That's why, the fun part. That's why I am adverse to go online to look for stuff, because it's just so much funner to hunt them down in person.
Yeah, I'll get stuff online. I don't get as much as I could just because I'm too cheap to pay the shipping on top of You're right. I probably did overpay for it by $1. Like I said, I like Juggernaut. He doesn't have that many solo books, so I figured I'd just pick them all up. But I'm generally too cheap to like spend an extra $5 or $10 or $15 on shipping, to get something on top of, especially when it's cheap books. Like why am I going to spend $15 to get a couple dollar books and then spend a couple dollar books and then spend $10 on shipping? They're not dollar books for me then anymore.
Yep, I agree.
Yep.
What has been your favorite one, guys? You mean our favorite runs to complete?
Weird Mystery Tales for me. That was the last one I think I fully completed.
Well, I guess my first one was when I completed the Justice League of America.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
All 261 issues. And That was, man, I completed that in the 80s.
I just completed my New Mutants run with a beat to hell copy of 98.
There you go.
But I'll say my favorite is probably still West Coast Avengers, like I said, because it was so hard to do it, because the books weren't worth anything. It was a comic that I read as a kid. Yeah, it was a comic that I read as a kid, and I really dug it. And this was in the days before I knew that comic shops existed, so I would buy my comics off the spinner rack at the grocery store or at newsstands or gas stations. So I wasn't always able to get every issue of each book each month. It was dependent on what they had when I would go. When I finally found out there was such a thing as a comic shop, I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing in the world. I could get a subscription to. But before that, you didn't always get every issue because they might be sold out. They might not have ordered it. So, and then plus all the issues before I started buying them. So that was one that, that was one that I definitely felt a lot of pride in. Yeah, West Coast Avengers was awesome.
Yep.
And I said
102 issues, right?
101, and then a few annuals. And then the 4-issue miniseries that came before the regular series. But I always thought the book was undervalued because there were so many significant things that happened in it. Vision becoming the White Vision. There were first appearances in it. There were deaths in it. There were major, they brought Human Torch back. There were all these major things in it. First appearance of John Walker as U.S. agent.
Mm-hmm.
I got Watchmen #2 because again is a buck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. But it was like before I knew comic shops were a thing and it was all in my neighborhood, it was just whatever they happened to have on the spinner rack at the grocery store. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, we got some good ones here.
So Joe, what's your how far away is your comic book store?
Where do you have?
I'd like to know that.
Yeah, because I know Bougie's been telling me too when we chat off off of here that the shop near him is not good. What if number 36? What if the Fantastic Four had not gained their superpowers?
Oh yeah.
This is from Volume 1.
Nice.
I didn't like the Force Works because they killed Wonder Man in the first
issue. I know, I hated it. And put Sentry in. Big deal.
Yeah. Who's disappeared since then.
Joe, here's my answer. Is this book right here, Justice League of America 111. It's my first book. And that's made me start.
X-Men 133 for me.
I don't remember what my first one was. I just remember that my parents would drag me to a lot of antique stores as a kid and stuff like that. And I just kind of started, as you're a kid and you're bored and you're walking around and, it's like, let me find something to interest me. And I would see comics and they would, let me get some of these old back issue comics, which then led into, me getting new stuff at the grocery stores and stuff. And I don't remember what my first ones were, but that's what led to it. Yeah, and that sucks, Booge, because not everyone's got a good shop near them.
Yeah.
Who's who? Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
She beat Doom.
Why am I not surprised, Richard?
That's just nuts.
That's nuts. I know it's not one of my city.
Living in a small city right now, but when I lived in Mexico City, there was a lot in downtown, but mostly focused on manga and not safe for work stuff.
Oh, lick, lick, lap, lap.
Yeah.
All-Star Squadron. Yeah, that's one I'm working on completing, Chris. And
great series.
Most of them are pretty cheap, except I know I'll have to pay a couple bucks for that McFarlane issue.
Yeah, that is a great title. Great title.
Now, Joe, can you get like Heroes Corner Comics or My Comic Shop? Can you get them? The place that do subscriptions. Will they ship down to where you're at?
Well, Heroes should. He should reach out to Louis and just confirm that. I know he does some international stuff, but I think the shipping is actually he actually quotes it on where you're at. He doesn't give you just a generic,
Yeah.
thing. So
I feel you talking geek. My shop used to be an hour away at one point.
Yeah, Jamie has to travel for his.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hush,
Joe, that was a good
Yep.
series.
That's
Yep.
a great series to have, Joe.
And they're getting ready to do the sequel to it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you
Spider-Man
go.
2. Yep.
Classics. Booze, classics.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, yep. Young All Stars Infinity Inc. Good too. Oh man. How
Pam.
about that? Hooked it for Pam, do you remember which Neil Adams detective? I mean, that you're talking I'm sure you're talking early 70s, like 72, 73, 74. Yeah.
That's
Those
some good
good
bedtime stories. All right, anyway, so I got this one just because it was $1 and it's an awesome cover.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
I love that book.
Yes, I got some Avengers spotlights, which I think I'm only like 4 issues away of completing that run. So I got number 21.
Ooh, that's a pretty good Hawkeye cover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it was originally solo Avengers for the first 20 issues, and it would be 2 stories in each one. There'd be a Hawkeye solo story, and then a solo story for some other Avenger. And then at 21, it switched to Avengers Spotlight, and then it ran until issue 40 before it ended. So it would still be Hawkeye, and then as a solo story, and then a solo story for another Avenger. And I also got 32.
Nice. Well, you're in luck, Joe, because that guy right there, he not only does drawings on sketch covers, but he's actually in the midst of creating his own comic book right now.
Yeah, I actually have the pages sitting right here to the side of me, but it's going to be an 8-page mini comic that leads into a longer book that I am writing. So hopefully it'll be done soon. I got to get back to work on it. I've been letting the art slack on it for a bit.
I see. Yeah, I imagine it was you were just a kid then. But what great years though for detective. That Adams art was phenomenal. Probably Denny O'Neil might have been your writer on it.
Yeah, probably. Yep, I'm gonna get that one to you as soon as I get it, Richard. I'm tired of dealing with CGC on it too. And you see some after I'm done showing these off, I'll pull out a page of it. Also got I'm helping Booge do character designs for some of his too.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Also got Spotlight number 33.
That's cool.
35. And 36, which is a pretty cool Hawkeye cover too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's great.
Which when he changed his costume a little bit, when his dumbass decided to have a fist fight with U.S. Agent on a beach, and U.S. Agent beat the snot out of him on in West Coast Avengers. It's like you got a guy that's got super strength and another guy that does archery really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and 37. Yeah. So I think I'm only like 4 issues away of completing that. And then all the rest of these are Avengers books because I'm slowly and surely, but working my way trying to do a complete run. So we'll see how that goes. Got issue 32, which is the first appearance of the Sons of the Serpent and the first appearance of Bill Foster.
Nice.
Issue 37.
So great. These guys.
Issue 39, which I like how the dealer wrote a little tag there that says Hercules. Like, no, really, he's in this? Never would have guessed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with today's modern books, you would need that tag, but earlier ones, no.
I guess I was just railing against the new issue with Daredevil.
Yeah.
Number 51.
I love that cover.
Yeah, it's a
Great
cool
classic Buscema. Classic John Buscema.
Yeah, it's a cool Goliath cover. This one though, this is one of my all-time favorite covers. And I had this issue as a kid. I don't know what happened to it. I'm so happy to have it back. Issue 53.
Mm-hmm. Great classic Clash cover.
Yes. Yeah, love that. Love that one. And this one too, I got this one for $30, 56.
Yeah, I always loved that. Yep. Another
That's a great
pristine.
cover.
Yeah, and retold his origin and what happened to Bucky and how he went into the ice. This one that may, this one may go up in value a little bit soon. I don't know, issue 66, which is the first mention in Marvel of adamantium.
Oh, nice.
Let's see,
Oh,
Very cool.
Probably with Ultron.
Yeah. Also with with Ultron too, but with them introducing adamantium in the new Captain America movie, maybe you'll see a bump. I don't know. If it does, I'm glad I have it before that. Issue 74.
Nice.
79. 81. 98.
Excuse me.
The end of that book is really cool.
Yeah. 108, which has got a pretty cool cover.
Mm-hmm.
117, which also has a really cool cover.
Part of the Defenders crossover.
Part of the Avengers Defenders War.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
I know a long time ago, Jamie and Tim and Sonny did a review on the podcast of Avengers Defenders War. Number 121.
Oh, the Zodiac Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one, first appearance of the Assassin, number 145. One of Gary's favorites, 160.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite single issues of all time.
Yep. I have that as well. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty impressive run, Richard. If you're only missing 1 and 4. And I'll tell you what, for issue 4, if you've got the money to spend on it, I've got several copies of issue 4 that are on my watch list on eBay that, they're a few $100 for them, but they're reasonably priced. There's one that's a high grade CGC. It's like, I want to say it's like an 8 or an 8.5 that's on there for like $400, but it's the Golden Records reprint of it. So it's the reprint that came out 2 years after the original one. But it's really nice looking. It looks exactly like the original one, and pretty much, and it's not a bad price.
Richard, that is an impressive run of Avengers. I mean,
Yes.
my run is only 2 better than yours. Beast was a Defender for a while. Absolutely, he was. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Richard? That
Beast on an Avenger cover.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I know. Much to Sal's chagrin.
Yeah, I know. That's all right.
As an Avenger.
He's allowed to be in other books. I never said he wasn't.
Yep. Yeah, Richard, that is impressive.
It is.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
That would be
after
very
the
cool.
holidays and my car situation's figured out, if I have a little bit of extra cash, I may pull the trigger on one of them. I don't know. 4 is, that's one I'd love to have as a Cap fan. Oh, here's another one with Beast on the cover. No, 188.
Sure is. That's a John Byrne cover, too.
Yeah. John Byrne, who's drawn every character that's ever existed for Marvel and DC, I think. Here's number 222.
Oh,
Nice.
And 225, which
Oh,
I've
that's
already got a copy of this, but like Gary, I had to upgrade because the one I have, it's the one I got from my mother's house when I cleaned it out, and like the whole top of this is just gone, like chewed off by something. Well, it doesn't even have the issue number on the top. I had to, look it up in there to see what it was.
Well, that one definitely needed to be upgraded then.
Oh yeah, but upgraded it has been.
Oh, there you go.
Number 227.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That was the first Photon, right? Or did she change her to Photon? Or no, she was Captain Marvel at that point. I can't remember.
Yeah. This is when she's still Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
She's changed her name more times than I've changed socks.
Yeah, that's for sure.
237, 249, 250. It's pretty cool cover.
Yeah.
370, which I'm annoyed I had to buy this because I bought this when it came out and I don't know what happened to my copy of it. So, Here we go. Which I know people at the time, a lot of people didn't like it, but I did enjoy this. The Avengers one that was going on then, and Avengers Annual 14.
Nice.
So
Cool.
that's it. So it puts me this many books closer to my full run.
Nice.
Good job.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. So, Uncle Gary, do you have a showcase for us tonight or no?
I do.
All right. Do we have a secret word for the showcase?
Silver.
Silver.
Mhm.
Very good. Very good. All right. I think that wraps up the show for Comics Unleashed. But don't go away, folks, because we have Uncle Gary's showcase. What's that?
Oh,
you got
he wanted to see
Yeah,
a page from the
Yep,
book.
absolutely. Let's do that first.
So I'll show him. This
Hang
is
on. Hang on. All right,
this
go
is a
for it.
pinup I did of the character that may be used for the cover or
Nice.
pinup of him, but that's for the main character. Oh shit! Did I break something? And then I don't know how well this will show up on here because I'll just show you the splash page because it's all just penciled, so I don't have any of it inked yet.
Yeah, so good.
Good.
So yeah, so it's a work in progress. I have to get back to working on it. I've been slacking, but hopefully in the next few months we'll see.
All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and put Gary there facing forward. There you are. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Like I said, thank you very much for joining the Codex Station's Comics Unleashed After Dark. But stay tuned because now we have Uncle Gary's Showcase Special, where the secret word is silver.
Silver.
All right, folks, stand by in 30 seconds and we'll be right back.
All right. Welcome to the showcase that I'm going to show you. Tonight's secret code word is silver. So Dan and Sal, y'all are pretty good at guessing. So what might the book be if the code word is silver?
You want to go first, Sal?
No, you go first. It's 1 a.m. My brain can't think right now.
I'm going to say Silver Surfer, but I'm going to hedge my bet and say if not him, then Silver Scarab.
Ooh, very good. What if I was to say hi-oh?
No, not ringing any bells with me.
Hi-oh Silver?
Oh, we got Lone Ranger. There you go.
I was thinking hi-oh. I was like, was Ed McMahon in a comic book?
Hi-oh Silver. Hi-oh Silver.
I was like, does he have a bunch of comics with Ed McMahon in them?
Yeah, they're the Star Search comics. So, I wanted to, I was going to show some Lone Ranger covers because we lost John Cassidy a few months ago, and he did some amazing work on it. So for Dynamite. So here's his first issue of Lone Ranger. There you are, Pam, Lone Ranger.
That's a great cover.
Yep.
Yeah, Talking Geek. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
So so Cassidy, I know a lot of people talk about his X-Men stuff and, but for me, I loved his X-Men stuff. But gosh, I sure love these Lone Ranger books that he did. Look at that. Come on.
That's awesome.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Now, these look all moderns. Is there anything older?
Well, they're older Lone Ranger books, but for sure. But I was just highlighting the Cassidy.
Right, highlighting Cassidy. All right, that's fine.
Yeah, his X-Men stuff. His run, I know you haven't read it, but Planetary was just out of this world amazing.
Look at that. Nice horsey.
That's awesome.
Man, that's nice.
Yeah, it is.
And these books are affordable. They're good stories. They're just, oh man.
Colors are great on them too.
Mm-hmm.
color design on them.
Oh yeah, that's just
Oh,
awesome.
that's badass.
Yeah, it sure is. And he didn't always do the interiors on these, but but he was very responsible for the art design of this character. So just what a talent. What a
Mhm.
talent. No, so far these have all been Cassidy, but
Mhm.
That's nice.
yeah, I'm pretty sure they've all been Cassidy, unless I missed one. No, I think these are all Cassidy. I mean, possibly I missed one, but I didn't think so. God, the way he draws his horses so well.
Yeah, that's okay. Flip back
Yeah.
to that other one. Yeah, I like that cover. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep, in the moonlight, it looks like.
Yeah.
The shadows in that look really great.
Yeah.
I love this where the guys are getting ready to draw on him.
And yeah, he's just got his head halfway turned back.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Yeah. Yep. Look, holding up the silver bullet.
Nice.
Cool.
How cool is this, right?
I really like the Union Jack miniseries that he did too. That was a while ago, but
For sure.
that's super cool.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Rich.
Oh my God. Wow. That's a hell of a line.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Raylan Givens would say in Justified.
Yeah.
So, and then the final issue of that run was just the silver
Oh.
bullet.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you.
And how many issues did that run go?
So volume 1 of this Dynamite run went 25 issues. So besides some of the Cassidys, I have a few others. Before that, here was a Topps run with Tim Truman, Lone Ranger and Tom.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
So I enjoy that. Here's another.
Yeah, I was gonna say his Tonto looks a lot like his like Scout.
Yep, sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, he's got the horror element into it, which is what Tim Truman does. So after that run of Dynamite, I mean, that was the Topps one I threw in there. Three Amigos.
That was great.
The next run of Dynamite that they did. I'll show you issue 1 with this great Alex Ross cover.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so great Alex
I love
Ross.
that.
Yeah. Then this is Francis. No, who is this? Frank Novelli.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
So these are just really cool neat covers. These are all Frank Novelli's here.
Oh, I like the colors on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. So and I like these stories. I like these a lot.
That's a good cover.
Yeah, and I look at the Lone Rangers, in the background.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Nice.
How they did the negative space with the mask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Tonto on this was a real badass too. He wasn't just the Lone Ranger at some points was more of a sidekick than Tonto was on these. Because Tonto kept them, getting killed. The singing bush. Justified is great. I loved Timothy Oliphant as Raylan Givens. And again, these are still Frank Novelli.
That's a good cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that one too.
That's a nice one. I like that one.
Yeah, these are all pretty spectacular.
Wow.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right. This is 19 of this volume 2 of Dynamite. And of course, the Lone Ranger, they're Lone Ranger comics from the 50s. So,
Right. Yeah.
back, so I think Gold Key and Dell.
Yeah.
I like that in the snow.
That was back when they would do all those photo covers.
Yeah, tons of photo. Yeah, Clayton Moore was the famous Lone Ranger for many years. Jay Silverheels was Tonto. I like that a lot with the train. You already have a train robbery, it looks like.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then so this series also went 25 issues and stopped. The second Dynamite, there's a special that they did. And then there was a mini series where we get back into Cassidy doing some covers. Look how great that is.
Oh, that's nice.
That's pretty cool.
You know, the barbed wire.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
And this was a mini.
Oh, I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah. Well, that was Texas. He was a ranger, Lone Ranger. The Rangers had a saying, one riot, one ranger. Great Cassidy. And then
yeah, I don't think they've done a Justified comic, but that would probably be pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Talking, I know this. Not that I know of. The Lone Ranger comic. I mean, and Tonto on that. So this is a miniseries, Lone Ranger and Tonto, where they're giving him some love. This is a cool cover.
Oh yeah, that is cool. Tonto looks pissed in that.
Yeah, Tonto.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Tonto's badass in this. That is beautiful, right? Look at that. Great sky. And then just got a few more. Lone Ranger Vindicated. Yeah, exactly. It is about they do make these so beautiful where the art just stands alone. So this was a Lone Ranger.
And Justin Gray, who used to write Jonah Hex with Pound Me Out.
Yep, absolutely he did. I think that's a beautiful cover. And oh god, this is a great one too. This is
that's nice.
Snake of Iron. And so of course Snake of Iron is a train. There's a pissed off Tonto. And then that's the last issue of that miniseries.
Nice.
So
better be pissed off than pissed on.
Absolutely. So the main reason to show you Lone Ranger tonight was just to highlight Cassidy, and some of those other covers were so good that I went ahead and we pulled them out. But what a talent! And gosh, he wasn't that old. He was early 50s, I think. So just what a what a staggering loss.
And was working on a new creator-owned series that he created that he didn't get to finish. So who knows? I mean, I hope that.
I think that's my favorite. I love that.
Cool.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that one.
Yeah.
I hope whatever he was working on gets released, and then that some creators can get together and finish it for him. Because I forget who the writer was, but someone was saying they had seen it and they were like, "This is like his magnum opus. This was going to be like the thing for him, and it would be a shame if it didn't get out to the world."
And he wasn't. He hadn't been really ill or anything like that. It was a total surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonah Hex. Oh, well, I'm glad that the Jonah Hex comic character of the week got you into the Western spam. These are good stories. Jonah Hex is, a whole nother. I mean, I really love the character of Hex, but I enjoyed these Lone Ranger books a lot. So, and they're cheap. They're not expensive. They're less expensive than the Jonah Hex books are. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So
did they do a Lone Ranger Zorro crossover at any point?
Sounds familiar.
I feel like I saw that at some point. And Dynamite had both of them.
Of all things, there was a Lone Ranger Green Hornet crossover.
Huh.
That I have. So the Lone Ranger and Green Hornet. Yeah. Yeah, very interesting. I think it ended up being like the Lone Ranger's grandson or something. And because the Green Hornet was in like the 40s.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know what? I think
because the Green Hornet was originally from the 60s, right?
Well, the TV show was, but I think the character dates back earlier.
Okay.
I think the character in the 40s, and the Green Hornet's surname is Reed, right?
Yeah.
So
Brett
they
Reed.
had what Reed?
Was it Brett Reed or Brett Reed?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
The Lone Ranger is John Reed. So I think I had them. The conceit of the miniseries was they were related, but it was the bloodline, the same bloodline.
Yes,
Okay.
Usually Briscoe County Jr. was a fantastic show. I've got the DVD box set of
I
it.
remember that. That was pretty cool.
The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Now Western. Oh yeah, Richard.
That's one of my 2 top covers of the year so far.
Yeah, Richard, that is on my top 3 list that I have to whittle down. That Lee Bermejo cover of Zorro on the motorcycle is stellar, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, character does date back to the 40s. So the Green Hornet does. Yeah.
Yep.
Zorro the Gay Blade.
All right. So I think we could go ahead and wrap up this show tonight.
Yep.
Thank you guys. Thank you to everybody in the chat
Yep.
for participating.
That's
We
right, Bruce.
appreciate
That's
your
right.
input.
Thank you.
Joe, like I saw your comment earlier, you could always talk to us. You could always put
Mhm.
up, send us a comment in here. Head over to the Comic Character of the Day Facebook page. We always talk comics there. It's Zero Toxicity page. It is amazing. And there's everybody's been in the chat, I believe, is on there as well. So let me go ahead and reintroduce these guys. This is the Ric Flair of comics.
Woo!
Coming to you from the Library of Comics himself. What you got?
I want to tell everybody. I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We hope we won't be. I think there'll be a podcast this week. Thank you, Richard. But I don't think there won't be a comic character of the week. And I don't. And what next Saturday? Are we doing a show or not? I can't remember.
We should be. I think we are.
Okay, next Saturday we are. Okay, good. So we just won't have comic character week. I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving, and remember, if you're throwing turkeys out of a helicopter, they're going to hit the ground like sacks of wet cement. So don't
do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
That's according to what Les Nessman said. Like sacks of wet cement.
Like sacks of wet cement, baby.
That's right, baby. So
for our social media, yeah, you can check us out on the codexstation.com. It's got links to all the Codex pages. As for us individually, like I'm on Instagram, Sal's on Instagram, Gary's on Facebook. We're all on Facebook too.
You're on Facebook, yeah. I'm Opie Taylor on Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, like Booge knows, me and Booge talk all the time on Facebook Messenger.
Absolutely. So head on over to Facebook and check us out on Comic Character of the Day page.
That's what it is, Chris. Thank you, buddy.
Indeed.
you,
Uncle Gary, do you want to talk about this guy down here before we go out?
Dan Kelly art, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was I couldn't remember if it was Britt
Reed.
or Brett Reed.
That's right.
Yeah, Dan Kelly. Let's since we're talking about, let's show.
Oh, night, Pam.
This is some Dan Kelly art, just like he's done for Richard. Dan Kelly art. Yep. See, Dan Kelly art can make you a sketch cover like this, and you get CGC yellow labeled and have it BUT full. So have him do some art. Beast is
Check
an
it out.
Avenger.
I still got mine here.
Yep, there you go. And Beast is an Avenger. Richard, you are right on the money, my friend. So, Dan Kelly art. He's on Instagram. Does commissions. Matter of fact, Mighty Mike Harbor just got his great birthday present, which was a House of Slaughter.
Yeah, especially if the turkeys are frozen, Chris.
Yeah,
that'd be deadly.
Well, yeah, but in WKRP, they're throwing live turkeys. Those were live turkeys.
Because he thought
turkey, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys
could fly.
That's right. So,
yes, happy Thanksgiving, Talking Geek. Thank you.
Yeah, stay golden, pot and chat. Nice booze.
You too, booze. Stay gold, pony.
Dan Kelly down there, our artist in residence. He's the man. If you need art, he's got the plan for you. So, Dan Kelly, the one, the only.
Nice. All right, I am your host, Sal the Slab Guy, and we are out of here, folks. We will see you guys next week.
Good, happy eating.
Happy eating.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble, gobble.